Superdome, home of the RNL Carriers New Orleans Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Dukes offense will get first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you...
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football. And they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do. And they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Dukes want to crank the tempo. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Pushes toward the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Handoff from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And the Duke's in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab right down the middle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Dukes. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 2nd down coming up. run not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jean-Pierre. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Dukes want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Caught over the middle, it's Kane. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Founty. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch you. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead is now 5 here in the first. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got the first down and more. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, WKU.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Firing to the right, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Hilltoppers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Unloads quickly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and there receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Touchdown, Topper. The defense putting points on the board. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out to the back. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense in press coverage. Using his legs, it's Sampson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. And getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches, and I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
They punt it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 30.
The return is
offense comes onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that one.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The gun, the ground game. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They put it on the ground last time. They had it got to take care of this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's King. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Looking to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, WKU!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Here comes the heat. Heaves it on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the right side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl.
The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Try to get it to the edge. There he goes. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll... down at the 38-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's King. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Okay, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Unloads to the wideout. A missed opportunity on that errant pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Turner. Fires to the wideout. Snagged on the outside, it's Winston. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. They're
looking for the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Toppers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
56, James Madison, 12.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll go to the ground. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it for a big play. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Clowney. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Dukes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Complete on the shuffle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
Breaks into the open. The 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Running to Green. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clowney. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And the Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a